Right, this one is a core and pelvic floor workout. So on the floor the entire time. One thing you might need is if you've got one of these core balance balls, they're like about, I think it's about £4 off Amazon, maybe even less than that. If not, if you haven't got a ball or one of your kids' soft balls, try having a cushion or a cuddly toy or something like that you can squeeze between the knees at some point. So I'm just going to put that there for the moment. So we're going to start off, well, it's going to be 6 exercises for the pelvic floor and glutes, 6 exercises for the core, and then we're going to repeat them. So that is 24 in total. Quite intense. If you decide you only want to do half of it, so 6 of the core, 6 of the pelvic floor, that's fine. It is quite intense, so it's up to you how many you do. You can stop it halfway, but if you want to go the full hog, then by all means go for it. So we're going to start off with the pelvic floor and 40 seconds of work and 20 seconds of rest. It's a little bit intense. We'll see how we go. If you need to stop, then feel free to stop, okay? So, in fact I'm going to spin around this way so I can see the timer. So, I'm going to quickly demonstrate the first exercise to you, and that is the bridge, okay? We're putting all our weight in the heel, so our toes aren't really touching the floor very much, just all the weight's in our heels, okay? So bring your heels quite close to your bum, and we're just going to squeeze our glute muscles here. Now I also want you to squeeze your pelvic floor, and my horrible analogy of this, which is pretty gross but accurate, is imagine you're squeezing in or trying to hold on to your tampon. That is the best analogy I can think of how to reach the pelvic floor really effectively. So we've got 5 seconds left, and then you can release for 20 seconds. And if you need to, bring your knees into your chest for a second. Right, the next one we're going to be doing, same again, but this time I want you on your tiptoes, not too much, just so imagine you've got like a kitten heel, not a platform heel, but like a 1-inch kitten heel on the bottom of your shoes, okay? So it's going to be hitting different muscles now. You probably feel this a little bit more in your calves, more than you did in the previous exercise. So I'll move my hands out the way so you can see all nice straight line. And again, squeezing those pelvic floors, squeezing those glutes, and just having your feet slightly off the floor so you can feel it more in your calf muscles. You've got 10 seconds left. If you need to drop down, okay? Right. Hug your knees into your chest for a second. Now we're going to be doing a single leg bridge with the right leg lifting and lowering. This again is very intense, so if you can't do the whole 40 seconds, that's fine. Something to work towards. So get into position. Now your heel now is flat on the ground. We're going to lift and lower that right leg. So I don't want the right leg going too high. I don't want to go all the way up here. Just kind of level with your other leg and then back down. If you need to, stop for a second. It's halfway, so stop now if you want to for a second. And then get yourself back up there once your muscles had a few seconds to recover. We've got 5 seconds left. It's intense, I know. And hug your knees into your chest. And then we're going to move on to the left side. So again, lifting that much, you put in the weight in your heel. Get into position. So we're slowly lifting and slowly lowering. Also, the faster you go, it kind of puts your joints out of whack. So just try and do it slow and controlled. And keep your form halfway, so if you need to stop, stop. If not, keep going. Five seconds. And stop. Hug the knees into your chest. Right. Next we're going to grab the ball. So I want to put the ball in between your knees. And then we're going to lift and squeeze. In fact, we're going to squeeze the whole time, so lifting and lowering, okay? And again, squeeze that ball or cushion or whatever you have in between your knees, lift and lower your bum. So go to full bridge extension and then slowly back down. But again, try and squeeze your pelvic floor, remember that analogy? Without slipping. We're more than halfway, we've got 10 seconds left. Lift and lower and squeeze. Right, and then the next one is we're going to pulse with this ball. So bum is down, keep your bum on the floor. We're just going to pulse, not squeezing our knees. So not just yet, obviously we're on rest, but just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that sort of speed. And again, squeezing those pelvic floors. So you ready? It won't look like I'm doing anything probably on the video, but we're pumping the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze that pelvic floor halfway. You'll feel this in your inner thighs as well. Inner thighs doing a bit of work here, often quite a neglected muscle. It's not that often, day to day, you probably use your inner thighs as much as you use your quad muscles. Right. Now we're going on to some core work. So go your legs in tabletop and then just tap the foot down, okay? Option, you can just lie back or you can lift your head. Up to you. Now, remember with your lower back to make sure it is fully engaged with the floor. So imagine you're bracing yourself for a punch. And you'll feel your lower back has got more grounded with the floor. Halfway. Right, even this is too intense. You don't need to tap your heels, just take it in turns to lift and lower your leg, okay? Ideally heels. At some point we'll go to full extension, but for now, heels. Right. The next thing we're going to be doing is feet in tabletop again, lifting the shoulders, and we're going to be pumping the arms. Exhale for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if this feels difficult, you can still lie back and put your head and neck to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And count in your head. Just remember to exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. And lie back. Right, next we're going to do is a leg lift and lower for right leg. Now, option again, you can put your hands across your chest if you wanted to do this. We haven't started yet, just demonstrating. So, if you want to, you can put your hands across your chest. If you prefer, then just lie back. Remember to keep that core engaged, so if you need to, imagine bracing yourself for a punch again, just to make sure that it's still firmly, your lower back still firmly on the ground. You'll also feel this in your hip flexors, and in your quads. Five seconds. Now swapping legs. So remember to brace yourself up, punch again, just to make sure your lower back is firmly on the ground. Right, I'm going to lift this leg in preparation. 3, 2, 1. Lower and lift. How are you feeling? Is this all manageable? Like I said, if you want to take it up a notch, you can cross your arms in front of your chest. If you want to take it even further and add more weight to the back of your neck, then you can certainly do this. The next level is this, but we're not going to do that for now. One step at a time. Right. Next exercise is like a bicycle. We're holding our knee, bringing our knees into it and holding our knee. And you can lie back and do this if you wish. If it's too much for a full extension, then you can just go to heel taps. If you can do the full extension, that's great. Up to you whether you put your neck and head to the ground, or if you lift your shoulders off the ground. Just go the level that you're at. Don't try and push yourself further than where you are right now. Accept where you are right now. It's absolutely fine where you are right now. The whole idea of exercising and getting fitter is that we slowly progress. We don't start there straight away. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Right, the final one is, you do this on your forearms, mountain climbers, with a plank hold. So we hold the plank for 5 seconds, mountain climb for 5 seconds. So let's try holding that plank first. Keep your feet hip distance apart so you've got more balance, and then climb that mountain. Now it's up to you whether you go on your elbows or on your hands. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come down on the knees for a second if you need to. That will push you past the point that you are at. Right, back to a controlled mountain climb. Like I said, you can do this on your forearms. Now hold for 5 seconds, and back to that controlled mountain climber. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you did. The next one we're going to be doing is arms again, and then back to legs, and then back to core. And I might throw in some cardio as well. So please let me know in the comments if you want any other sorts of videos. I'll be happy to help, and I'll see you in the next one.